I am not looking forward to what I'm about to say. I've known I've had to make this video for a while, but I was really hoping it wouldn't come to this. I wanted to be better put together. You know, I wish my costume shirts weren't being cleaned. I wish I had a fresh shower, but frankly, I'm out of time. Frankly, I don't know how much time I have left, so I have to get it out now while I know I can still reach you, because it's kind of that dire at the moment. So for those unaware, YouTube is now instigating new policies for children's content on its platform. It is a requirement of the FTC, who've laid down new laws about what children are seeing online. It's the Child Online Privacy Protection Act, if you want to go look it up. What it means here on YouTube is that content designed for kids has to be marked as for kids, which, yeah, you can already tell is going to be bad. But if your channel is marked for kids, that comes with frankly, a lot of negatives. You do not get comments on your channels. Your channel does not send out notifications. You do not get targeted ads on your videos anymore. You do not show up in suggested videos, which is the most common way people learn about different channels and videos they haven't seen before. That's all extremely bad. It basically removes the ability to profit from a channel, and it removes the ability to grow a channel into something larger, especially if you want your channel to be a business someday, but you happen to talk about something that's for kids, so you don't get to go any farther. You don't get to do it. And, of course, I'm a toy reviewer. Now, I'm going to make my case here. I'm going to make the argument, because obviously this is not a cut and dry situation. This is something that has a lot of gray areas. There's thousands of examples. Like, I was just sitting here last night just trying to think of a few of how this legislation and how these decisions are going to go wrong. Because guess what? I've marked my channel as not for kids because, believe it or not, this channel's never been for kids. You know, I talk about toys for adult collectors. I don't go on and talk about like neat action features. I'm not playing with the toys. I'm not, telling stories with them. I'm not giving you their backstory or anything that would entice a kid to watch. I'm being very meticulous. I'm being scientific about my examination of a retail product. That's what being a reviewer is, and I've never talked to you as if you were children. Whether you are above or below the age of 18, I assume that if you are watching this channel or watching my reviews, you're at least intelligent and we can speak on an adult level. So I'm aware kids are going to watch the channel, the videos, because of the nature, but at no point am I directly targeting them. At no point am I talking to them or considering the video for them. Now, I keep family friendly. I keep a PG rating, but here's the difference. PG rating just means I'm being responsible, because I know people are going to come into this video that are not of age. I know young people and kids are going to see these videos no matter what I do. But so does Markiplier, who does a lot of horror games. So does like the Game Grumps, who make a lot of profane jokes and a lot of F-bombs and things throughout their videos, even if they're playing a Nintendo game that is strictly meant for kids. They know kids are going to wander in. And while they choose to just go about what they do, I choose to be a little bit more responsible and understand that my media is going to bring that audience in when it's completely unintended. So it is not the same as being a kid's channel. It is being responsible with the knowledge that kids are going to watch. But I have never spoken to anyone in this channel. There's over 1,000 videos on this channel. And at no point can you look at one of my videos and go, he's talking to kids. He's trying to entertain kids with this video. It doesn't exist. Not to mention, if you're going to make that gross generalization about the entire channel, you have to explain to me why would a kid be interested in Phil Lamar interview? Why would a kid be interested in the chess match from MetroCon? Why would they be interested in all the random vlogs I do all the time? There's a lot, just a lot of circumstantial things. Like, some of my videos are clearly not meant for kids. It's just the fact that most of them have toys. So, and that's the unfortunate thing, is because of the core content, because it revolves around toys, there is going to be a moment where I am probably going to get marked, even though I've declared that I am not a kids channel, because I don't market to kids and I don't speak to kids. In my opinion, this channel has never been a kids channel. It's been for adult collectors. No one's going to see it that way, and neither is the bots. They're going to use bots to enforce this. So even though I have marked myself as a channel that is for adults, they're going to use bots to police this. And even in their email telling us this, they admitted that the bots' decisions are not going to be perfect and apologized in advance. They know there are gray areas. They know this system is going to be fallible. So while it might give me a little bit of hope that I might be able to fight that decision, at the same time, even trying to fight that decision is going to be an incredibly dangerous one, because the FTC kind of wants to drop fines up to $40,000 for people who violate this law. So honestly, even marking myself as a channel for adults when I'm talking about toys is already incredibly dangerous, because ultimately, YouTube can look at this. They can see my justifications, they can hear my arguments, and they could even agree with it. But they're not going to do anything, because it's what the FTC wants. If the FTC sees this channel and it goes, that's a kids channel, they're going to mark it as a kids channel no matter what I say, or no matter how accurate or how concise or how well delivered my argument is, which admittedly right now it's a little more scattered than I originally envisioned, because there's so many gray areas that this is going to affect, but they don't care, because it looks like it's for kids, so the FTC wants it marked as kids, and YouTube's going to do it. We have seen with the video game industry, the music, the TV, and the movie industries that they are going to bow to the higher power. They are not going to protect their content producers. They're going to do what the big business and the big money with the lawyers want them to do, especially this being an FTC ruling, so now it's a government thing. It basically means YouTube's not going to protect us. Do not expect YouTube to come in, waving the, summoning the cavalry and coming to defend all those gray areas that clearly aren't for kids, but hey, no, they're not going to do that. They're just going to mark indiscriminately, and they're going to apologize for it later, and then probably do nothing about it. So you're going to have toy review channels that are going to be marked as kids, even though they're talking about hot toys, which are over $300 each, which in no way would you confuse as a kids channel. You're going to have toy reviewers who curse and swear left and right, make all the kind of sexual innuendo jokes you want. They're going to be marked as a kids channel, and you're going to have to explain that to little Timmy and little Susie when they go watching those videos. You've got, you've got Marvel collectors who talk about their comic book statues and things, and those can go up to $1,000. Tell me how that markets to a kid, but they're going to say it markets to a kid because it's about comic books. It's about comic book toys, even if they're expensive. So it's going to be an indiscriminate wipe. And I don't know what this landscape is going to look like, because we are in this really weird gray area where we don't want to target kids, but we kind of accidentally do because of the subject matter. And it's scary. It's really, really scary, because, I know this channel isn't nearly as big as other toy review channels. I know it should be much bigger. I know I lost a lot of momentum because I had to take a hiatus to, when my family's health went bad on me. But I always had higher hopes for this channel. I always felt like this channel had the potential to be a lot more than it was, as long as I could just get back into it and manage to dedicate the time to it that needs to be dedicated to it. I always hoped I could grow the audience. I always wanted that silver play button. Like, I never dreamed of getting to like gold or diamond, but you know what? If I could get that silver play button, I'd be satisfied with everything I would ever do on this channel. And that's not going to happen. The second this channel gets marked as 4 kids, that's all done. The channel can't grow any farther. Even if it does, it can't make the money to sustain itself. The money I make off of this channel is what pays for the toys and pays for the next round of reviews. Even now, with very few reviews coming out, I've still got this backlog of things that I've been collecting because of this channel that I do want to get to. I still want to talk about, there's toys all the way back from Power of the Primes. I've got the entire Siege line that I can talk about now. I've been really eager to get back to that, and I'm not going to have the chance now. I've got everyone asking me for the next top 10 Transformers of the decade. I don't know if my channel is even going to survive long enough to make it to that video. That's how bad this is, and that's how quick the decision could come. I'm posting this now because right now I know you can get notifications. Right now I know you can comment on the channel. So at the very least right now, you guys have the ability to see this and comment on it and do something about it, and now I can actually reach you and tell you about it and tell you what to do about it. I'm going to have a second video that goes up alongside this one that is specifically how you guys can help this channel survive this change if and when it comes down, because I have no doubt that it will come down at some point and I won't be able to stop it. So I have contingency plans. I have ways that this channel can keep going. I have a second video separate for that. But in general, no matter who you watch on YouTube, if it is a toy review channel, if it is a channel that will be construed as a kids channel, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the gray area, support them. Until you no longer can, until YouTube takes away the ability to support them, support them. Hit the subscribe and notification buttons if you never have. Show them that you are there. Show YouTube that people are there and they are paying attention to this, and they know what they're about to do. Comment. Go back to your favorite toy review videos. Leave comments on how much you loved it, how much it meant to you, because you might not be able to comment on it tomorrow. Follow them on social media. For the love of God, follow anyone you can on social media, on any social media. All of mine are in the description, and this is not just pertaining to me. Follow Evangelist, follow P-Op, Optobotomist, follow from the smallest YouTuber to the biggest, whether it's Transformer toys or not. Follow them, because their social medias, their Twitters, their Facebooks, their Instagrams, they might be the only way they have of contacting you, and the only way you have to know if they are staying up, if they're posting new stuff, or where their content is going. And I would say the same about their Patreons. Like, if you've got $5 a month to support someone's Patreon, don't dump it into your favorite one. Don't dump all $5 a month into your favorite. Pick your 5 favorites who have Patreons and drop $1 in each of them. I will post a whole video asking you to support me and help me keep going. But whether or not it's me or not, if you can support them, because soon it might be the only way they can get the support they need to continue doing what they love and to continue making videos for you guys. It's that dire. It's to the point where we have to break this hold that YouTube has on us, and we have to go to outside means like that in order to do it. So, in a nutshell, that's what you can do. I'll have a whole video detailing what I need you to do for me, along with this one. It might be in the description below. If I linked it, go check it out. But that's kind of where the situation is. It's really frightening. It's really uncertain right now. And I have to tell you guys, while you can still get the notifications, while this video can still come up, I can firmly stand that this channel, look back at any video and you will find that this channel has always been and always will be devoted to adult collectors who want to make informed buying decisions about collectible items. At no point have I ever focused on kids. At no point have I ever targeted or lured kids into this channel. This has always been for adults, always will be for adults, and if the FTC says otherwise, it is a gross generalization and an extremely ignorant stance to make. This channel has and always will be for adult collectors. If you are young and you enjoy it, good for you. It wasn't meant for you. And that's all I can do. I can plead my case. I can make the statements. I can tell you how in every way this channel is not for kids. And they're not going to care. YouTube is going to watch their own asses. They are going to protect themselves before their content creators. And the FTC is going to tell them what to do. And they have specifically mentioned that channels that focus on things meant for kids, including toys, would eventually be marked as a kids channel no matter what. And that's the future we face, and the future is coming very, very quickly. So it is a scary time. Support who you can, anyone you can right now. We're all going to need it. I don't care if it's the ones I've been podcasting with for years or the people who have spread nasty rumors about me. If it is a toy producer on YouTube, I really don't care about those feuds anymore. I don't care about any bad blood. We've got to support each other. We've got to look out for each other, because right now the hand that feeds us is about to let us starve to death. So we've got to have someone watching out for us, and it's got to be each other, and it's got to be you guys. So thank you for supporting me this long. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do it, but I will do it for as long as I can get away with, in whatever manner I can get away with. And whatever my next endeavor is, whether this channel continues or whether it evolves or goes somewhere else, I hope you stick with me for another 10 years, if I get that lucky. So it's scary times, but just stick by each other, stick to the people you like, and hopefully we come through it together.